And now, slightly later than scheduled, let's go live to Studio G as we ask you, the viewer at home, to guess the male nipple.
Guess the Male Nipple with your host, Jack Little.
It is indeed welcome to another exciting installment of Guess the Male Nipple, the quiz show that broke Twitch, where we show you a nipple and you tell us who it belongs to. But before we do all that, let's meet tonight's contestants. Why, it's Chat. Now, I understand, Chat, that you've got a rather amusing story about something that happened to you when you visited a petting zoo. A petting zoo. You visited a petting zoo, and then something funny / embarrassing happened. So if you could just remind everybody, it was the story that you told our producer just before we wheeled the chat monitor into position. Freddie soiled himself while visiting a petting zoo. He did. 6 2/3 got kicked out for going to second base. With what, dare I ask? Did you goose a goose? Elephant Baby did a Freddie Dingo. Damn it, Christopher, I told you that in confidence. Sorry, Freddie, no secrets here. I was offered to milk a cow, but it only had one teat, and it was long, writes Wolfclaw. At least you weren't blindfolded. I went to pick up a koala, and it sat on my hand, and my thumb went up its bum. Again, Osric coming out with stories that just have a, dare I say it, the ring of truth about them. Dear. Goosey goose. It was good. It was just right there, 6. It was just right there. The monkey got loose and ate Freddie's poo. Well, at least he didn't start throwing it around, Christopher Throbbing. And speaking of... This is going to be good. Speaking of throwing it around, perhaps it's time to throw some guesses around as we look at tonight's nipple. Now, if you're new to the show, what's about to happen is we're going to bring up a nipple in that screen over there, and all you have to do is, in chat, tell us who that nipple belongs to. Right now, if you get it right, you win yourself 3 house points. Yeah, with no nipple, no clues. It's only happened once before. You could win yourself 3 house points. But in a moment, because that generally doesn't happen in a moment, it's not Brian Blessed. In a moment, Miranda Hart is a woman. I should say as well, it's very clear. The nipple belongs to a male celebrity. So it has to be a real person that's male and famous. So it's not Miranda Hart, is it? It's not going to be Miranda Hart. Robert Redford, Dennis Quaid, Brian Blessed, Marlon Brando, Simon Le Bon, Martin Sheen, Taika Waititi, Iggy Pop, Aidan McGivern, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Plankton, see above. Is Iggy Pop? No. Bob Hoskins, Sam Raimi, Frank Bruno, Ted Raimi. It's none of those, so let's have a look at it, shall we? Oh, what a nipple. Look at it there. It's like a chicken's elbow, doesn't it? Chicken's elbow, of course, perhaps best known for Luther. So whose nipple is that? Bruce Campbell, Kendo Nagasaki, George Eliot, The Rock, Frank Stallone, John Cena, Denham Elliott, Jackie Stallone, Johnny Depp, Fred Elliott, Hulk Hogan, Griffin Dunn, the Sahara male celebrity. Okay? It's not going to be a desert. It's not going to be a desert. Sylvester Stallone, Leslie Judd, Danny DeVito, Martin Cove, Louis Vega, Dick Miller, Slim Pickens. Slim Pickens is a great guess. Lovely. Jamie Oliver, Paul Loves, aka Triple H. No. I don't know who that is, but no. Bill Murray, Bob Hoskins, Judd Nelson, Frederick J. Dango, William Shatner, J.K. Rowling. I don't know, maybe J.K. Rowling's a man. It would explain a lot, wouldn't it? Roddy Piper. It's not Roddy Piper. Is it Stone Cold Steve Austin? Let's have a look, shall we? No, it's not. It's not. I like the fact that you're going down the wrestler route, though. Damian Lewis, Major Jake Clanger, fictional character Freddie Dingo. I think you'll agree. So it can't be Major Clanger. Steve Irwin, Dustin Hoffman, Kirk Douglas. Kirk Douglas, of course, perhaps best known. Michael Douglas. It's not Michael Douglas. It's not Leslie Nielsen. Michael Keaton, whose real name is Michael Douglas, of course. Christopher Thorne just likes getting me to say that. Stephen Hawkins, Rupert Grint, Chevy Chase. Major Clanger is a real boy, apparently. Leslie Thomas, Jack Bond. Not Jack Bond, perhaps best known, of course, for directing the Pet Shop Boys road movie. It couldn't happen here. Captain George Mannering, fictional character, Tommy. Tobey Maguire, Jack Osborne. No. Papa John Creech, I'm in trouble deep. Hello, Juan. Welcome in. Is it Bob Simmons, perhaps best known, of course, for Dr. No, in which he played James Bond, first person ever to play James Bond in a film. Bob Simmons. It's not Boy George. It's not Hola Jack. Don't know who Hola Jack is, Juan. Aren't I a panic? Gene Simmons. It's not Gene Simmons. It's not Ian McKellen. We've had Ian McKellen. Peter Cushing. It hasn't everybody, though. It's not Peter Cushing, perhaps best known, of course, for Biggles. John McCrick, perhaps best known for picking his nose on Celebrity Big Brother all those years ago. He's dead now, so let that be a lesson to you. Seth Green, Patrick Stewart, Michael Fassbender, I think it is. Gene Kelly, Seth Rogen, James Gandolfini, Robert Redford, Atrium Steps. Do you remember when like Atrium Steps was all like, I don't want to be called Atrium Steps anymore, I want to be called by my proper name, and then there's like the... What was he? Was he a serial killer? Some very bad man with the same name ended up in a lot of trouble. Orlando Bloom, the other bloke from Steps. Tom Conti, the inventor of the crayon. It's not Tom Conti. Michael C. Hall, not Michael C. Hall. Michael Jackson, perhaps best known for the singing and the dancing mainly. Nothing else. Michael Jackson's not famous for anything else, just purely the singing and the dancing. It's not Michael Jackson. It's not Tom Cruise. Orlando Anti-Aliasing. It's not. Very good. Patrick H. Willens. It's not. Tom FFS. It's not Tom FFS. Inventor of the Allied carpet. That made sense as a joke in my head, and then I said it out loud, and I was like, no, that's gibberish. It's just gibberish. It doesn't mean anything. I'm getting on camera a lot tonight, aren't I? Willie Nelson. Punchline's one of my favourite jokes is, of course, I'm not Willie Nelson. And this isn't Willie Nelson either. Michael J. Fox. Willie Carson, perhaps best known, of course, for Gatwick Gangsters. It's not Willie Carson. Christopher Lloyd, from off of Clue and Star Trek. It's not Christopher Lloyd. Alan Tudyk, which is where you take a Tudyk and you put it inside an Alan. It's not Alan Tudyk. It's not Johnny Carson. It's not Willie, again, fictional character, Juan. Ed McMahon, Conan O'Brien, Brendan Beeson. I think you need a clue, don't you? I think you need a clue. Here's a clue. What's all this about? Clues, Jack. I'm confused. Right, so the nipple, as we discussed, belongs to a male celebrity. Those male celebrities tend to work in the creative arts, so each clue relates to a year in which a project of theirs was released. It could be an album, it could be a film, it could be a painting. And the colours, again, relate to that work. We've used a special computer to boil down a piece of artwork associated with the project. So it could be a film poster, it could be an album cover, it could be, a painting. And yes, we've boiled it down to 10 colours, the 10 most dominant colours, and we've presented it here in a sort of a pie chart. We've got more guesses coming in. Brendan Gleeson, Benedict Cumberbatch, Patrick Duffy, Andrew Garfield, Prince Andrew, Tom Cruise, Ben Dover. It's not Ben Dover, perhaps best known for fathering. Isn't Ben Dover the dad of the kid from the older son from Outnumbered? Is that Ben Dover's son? Tom Cruise? It's not Tom Cruise. It's not Dixie Normus, Tommy Turner. I'm not falling for that. We all know the clues are random and make no sense. Brian Cox, it's not true, Preddy, and they frequently work because people get it right, don't they? We very rarely get to the full 5 clues and then extra clues on top. It's not Wilford Bramley. It's not Tom Hanks, Brian Cox, Clint Eastwood, Kurt Russell, Pie, Michael J. Fox, Wilford Bramley, Sylvester Stallone, or Dennis Taylor. Dennis Taylor of Upside Down Glasses fame. Is it Harrison Ford? No. Is it Arnold Schwarzenegger, perhaps best known, of course, for Last Action Hero? It's not. Is it Ralph Macchio, the inventor of coffee? It's not. Is it Brian Dennehy, the inventor of jeans? No, it's not. Chevy Chase? No. Jeff Bridges? No. Just having some of my secret drink here. David Cameron, perhaps best known for not putting his willy in a pig. Steve Guttenberg, John Turturro, David Warner, Rutger Hauer. It's none of those. It's none of those. You've had this clue up for about 3 minutes. Oh, but we're already running dry on the male celeb front. Rutger Hauer, of course, perhaps best known for that science fiction thriller set in flooded out London with all of the rats in that. Split Decision? Was it called Split Decision? Which doesn't mean anything, does it? James Hong, Tom Daly, Peter Coyote, Bill Shatner, Ray Reardon, Henry Thomas. None of those. David Warner, of course, got spiked in Omen, didn't he? Or was that Patrick Troughton? Same difference. I don't think Tom Daly was even alive in 1982. Crumbles into dust. Bob Geldof, Wile E. Coyote, is a fictional character, Plankton. Tom Selleck. It's not Tom Selleck. We've had Tom Selleck. This is no Tom Selleck. Tom Selleck, of course. Perhaps best known for In and Out. Alan Arkin, it's not Alan Arkin. Perhaps best known, of course, for MASH. You've had Tom Selleck. We've all had Tom Selleck, Frank. I'm not special. Tom Selleck, of course, played an age-inappropriate love match for the brunette in Friends. Let's have another clue. It's 2002. Is it Richard Brooker? Let's have a look, shall we? It's not Richard Brooker. Monica. Monica's a fictional character and a woman, so it's not going to be Monica, is it? Who played Monica in Friends? Kevin Kline, apparently. I'd have to see it to believe it. Kevin Kline, of course, perhaps best known for Dave. John Major. The Peas M. See what I did there? Ewan McGregor, Mark Caine, John Wayne. No, Dennis Quaid. No, is he the one that went a bit? Frank Oz. It's not Frank Oz, perhaps best known for Blues Brothers. Frank Oz. Is it John Minor? It's not John Minor. Is it Gary Oldman? Is it Gary Newman? It's neither of the Gary men. Not today. Is it Ben Kingsley? Perhaps best known for, is it Species? Species. Was that him? Ben Kingsley, Species. It's not Ben Kingsley. Oh, that was Randy Quaid. Okay. Steve Davis, perhaps best known for, well, he's a very accomplished record producer, isn't he? It's not Steve Davis. Is it Richard Gere from Breathless? The plural of souffles is a boo. A boo. It's not Richard Gere. Where were we? Richard Gere, John C. Reilly, Benny King, Noel Edmonds, Robin Williams, Benny King, King Bensley, Michael J. Jordan. Just working through all of the Jordans. Jim Cavieres, no. Philip K. Dick, no. Jim Broadbent. Let's have a look, shall we? It's not Jim Broadbent. Andre the Giant, Turd Ferguson, Harlan Ellison, Hugh Grant, Steve Irwin, Daniel Day-Lewis, Richard Harris, Jim Slim Straight. Good Lord. Liam Neeson again, no. Mel Gibson, James Hetfield, David Suchet, Stephen Hendry, Tom Berenger. It's none of those. It's none of those. We're going to have to go to a third clue. Really? Edward Norton! Let's have a look to see if it's Edward Norton. It's not Edward Norton. Anthony Hopkins, perhaps best known for season 1 of Westworld. It's not. Sheriff Labrador, the perhaps best known, of course, for Honey Boy. He played the dad, didn't he, in Honey Boy? It's not Sheriff Labrador. Oh, sorry, that's Shia LaBeouf, isn't it? I'm thinking of. Sorry, I'm thinking of Shia LaBeouf. That's why they had to change the voice for Sheriff Labrador. They couldn't have the voice and the name. One of them had to go. Dominic East, Boy George, Harrison Ford, Ralph Fiennes, Harvey Keitel, E17, Jack Nicholson, Philip Seymour Hoffman. Here's another clue. Because none of those are right. They are all guesses, though. So that's something. 2011. What was 2011? Oh, yeah. Okay. Is it Adrian Brody? Perhaps best known for The Pianist? It's not. Is it Paul W.S. Anderson? It's not Paul W.S. Anderson. It's not John Lithgow, perhaps best known for Life According to Garp. Is it Ronnie O'Sullivan? Don't know. No. Well, I don't know who that is, but no. Is it John Goodman, perhaps best known for the poster for Nuremberg? Is it Russell Crowe, perhaps best known for the poster for Nuremberg? It's not. It's the same person. Michael Gambon, Harrison Ford, Paulie Shaw, which is, of course, a reality TV show. Alan Rickman, Dustin Hoffman, Al Pacino, David Ogden Sears. It's none of those. Al Pacino, of course, perhaps best known for editing Heat magazine. What do you got? Stellan. That was like a setup for a joke in the, what's it called? The Trip. Season 1 of The Trip. And they have this whole thing of like this joke of Al Pacino being the editor of Heat, but they never do the setup. And I always enjoyed that they never actually set the joke up, they just do it. Where were we? Stellan Skarsgård. I did that once. I had to go home and change. It's not Stellan Skarsgård. Is it John Voight, Kenneth Branagh, Robert De Niro, Jack Lemmon, Stellan Skarsgård, David Byrne, John Goodman, Clark Gregg, Matt Damon, Tom Hiddleston, John Candy, Alec Baldwin, Freddie Mercury, Bill Murray, Ray Stevenson, Peter Stormare, Sir Anthony Hopkins, Dan Aykroyd, Kenneth Graham, George Clooney. It's none of those. It's none of those. John Badman. Not a real person, Freddie, and you know it. Owen Wilson. Let's have a look. It's not Owen Wilson. Well, I keep doing it to Christopher. That's the sad thing. Stephen King, perhaps best known, of course, for writing It. I think we all know what it is, don't we? Horror fiction. Michael Sheen, William. I've tickled myself with that very, very pedestrian joke. Michael Sheen, William Gibson, Tim Cook, Larry the Cable Guy, Tim Peake, David Bowie, Neil Stevenson. It's not Neil Stevenson. It's none of those. The correct answer has yet to be posted in chat, just to avoid any doubts. Colin Farrell, Michael Caine. It's no. John Turturro. It's not. It's not Sting. Jeff Bridges, Jim Carrey, Henry Thomas, or Iggy E. Pop. But who worked with Iggy Pop? Oh yeah, David Bowie, I remember now. Billy Joel, it's not Billy Joel. Lou Reed, it's not Lou Reed. It's not Chris Evans. Which Chris Evans? Tommy Lee Jones? I mean, it's none of them, but it's good to be precise, isn't it? Prince, Brian Eno, Patrick Stewart, David Bowie, Ryan Gosling, Brian Eno, Judd Trump. It's none of those. Hugo Weaving. It's not Hugo Weaving. Nick Nolte, Mark Selby. Take 52. Time for another clue. 1989. Again, my singing is never a clue. I don't go weaving. You go weaving, Plankton. Stanley Tucci, Mark Selby, Nick Nolte. Geddy Lee. It's not Geddy Lee. Johnny Depp. It's not Johnny Depp. What if I said Radio 4 news presenters? It's not a Radio 4 news presenter. I'm just messing with you. Jack, Sebastian Stan. What, Christopher? Kevin Bacon, Richard Armitage, Samuel L. Jackson, Jon Snow, Stanley Tucci. Stanley Tucci. It's not Stanley Tucci. No matter how many times you say it. Is it Tucky? Am I saying it wrong? Is it Stanley Tucky? Is that why I'm in trouble? Toby Jones, Michael J. Fox, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Rick Moranis, Dominic Cooper, Bradley Pitt, Rutger Hauer, Dan E. DeVito, Hugh Jackman. Have you got a Hugh Jackman? Answers in chat. Mark Hamill, perhaps best known for Slipstream. It's not Mark Hamill, it's not Sylvester Stallone, it's not Curtis E. Bear, only on the weekends. Bryan Cranston, Pickle Magnet, it's not Bryan Cranston. Oscar Isaac, Sean Young, Carrie Fisher, Frank even. Nikki has run out of celebrities. There are no more celebrities in the bin. Ron Perlman, no relation to Rhea Perlman. It's not. Clint Eastwood. It is not. Jimmy White. Back on the snooker. It's not Jimmy White. It's not Harrison Ford. And it's not Albert Brooks. Mark Wahlberg. It's not Mark Wahlberg. Not after last time. Robin Williams. Shane Black. Ian McShane. Ian Lovejoy, to give him his proper name. It's not. Pierce Brosnan. No. Jeffrey Rush. No. Roger Moore. No. Prince. Rimbaud, the French poet. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Jack Black, Richard Griffiths. Maurice White, Jackie Chan, Keith Richards. It's none of those. Do you want another clue? I'm quite happy to drag this out for as long as possible tonight. Keith Richards, Jack White. No. Jack White, of course, perhaps best known for White Stripes, band in which he performs with his sister, the drummer. Jack Nicholson, fine drummer. Jack Nicholson, Adam Sandler, Mick Jagger, Adam Sandler, Warwick Davis, Adam Sandler. None of those. Daniel Craig, William Shattonher. Thank you, Dingus. It's not that. Is it John Higgins? Let's have a look. It's not John. It's not. If it had been John Higgins, wow, M. Curtains. If it was John Higgins, Cillian Murphy. Paul Whitehouse. One of those. Here's another clue. I think now that the fifth clue's up there, I think it's going to go in seconds. Oh, right, I know what this is. And I know who this is. Johnny Galecki, Robert De Niro. So I've just got to whisper to Christopher Robin. Bruce Willis. It's not Burger King. No, we don't allow Burger King here. Cliff Robin, Keith Chegwin, Sam Neill, Jeff Goldblum. Tommy Turner says, is it Antonio? I can never pronounce that. Antonio Banderas. Let's have a look, shall we? Tommy T. Turner. Congratulations. You are tonight's winner. You've successfully identified tonight's nipple as belonging to the Latin heartthrob, Antonio Banderas, perhaps best known these days for being the voice of Puss in Boots in the Shrek universe. But before that, he was an actor.
The Skin I Live In, that was a good one, wasn't it?
Shh, that's on the board. That's on the board. Yeah. We've got to work out what all the clues are now.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's okay.
I was just excited. I just thought you were dismissing his entire film career for a moment.
Oh no, I was being dismissive of his Shrek work. Which is a very different ball game. So
sorry, I should never be in the room during the.
No, it's fine, and I love you very much. Touch me. Thank you.
You are touched.
People say that. So let's have a look at the clues. What are the films up? We like to work out what all the films are before we go back to the guest room.
Saved you a bit of time.
You saved me time for one of them at least, certainly. For another 4 on the board, and you might not have even heard the boif. So, did we hear the boif?
Yes.
One's in chat. He's good in Shrek, Philistine. I know, I'm just being flippant about children's films. Who's that Gruffalo chap? Mark Gruffalo, is it? Somebody was going on about how great Mark Gruffalo was as an actor. And I said, what's he been in? Because I wasn't really familiar with him. And he just listed off a load of Marvel films. And I replied with, has he done any grown-up movies? It landed well. Pestanas postizas. Oh, would that have an English title, Christopher? Oh, wait, 1982. Oh, yes. I think so, yeah. I've got it in English, but yeah, I think that is correct. Well done, Christopher Robin. Tie Me Up, Tie Me Down, 1989, correct. I think that was the first time I came across Antonio Banderas. El Mariachi is not up there. Clue Rules. It's never the films you think of. Phrasing. I don't know what you mean, Osric. Spy Kids. No. Did you give him a towel? I've not met him. I just came across him. 93, probably Philadelphia. It is indeed Philadelphia. That's where I thought it would go, you see, was Philadelphia. Which is why it's last. And Tie Me Up, Tie Me Down has a very striking poster. Zorro is not there. I think we've got one left to guess. Because we all heard 2002 is Frida, yes. The biopic of Frida Carlos. Was it Spy Kids too? What a career this man has had. Once Upon a Time in Mexico, no. Well, we've got them all now because the boy said what clue 3 was, which is The Skin I Live In. The Skin I Live In, which I think is a complicated film. But I can't tell you what it's about. It's quite a weird one because it's sort of like, is that good or bad what he's done there? And I almost don't feel like I'm qualified to say. But it's difficult to discuss openly because it's kind of better if you go in not knowing what the plot is. But there we are. That almost concludes the business, but we have one more thing to do, which is, of course, to dish out the point to Tommy T. Turner. There it is. Congratulations on your house point. That's another house point for Nolan. Boy, you've sabotaged my streak of guessing each clue. Never mind. Thank you. I was just guessing names that seemed about the right age. I don't understand your get clues. Can't be bothered to Google. Well, people do get lucky on this game. By which I mean they get the correct answer, often by misinterpreting clues or just plain guessing. Anyway, that just about wraps it up for another week here at Studio G. We will be back with another nipple to guess next Tuesday, and we're just about to go back to the guest lounge to have a bit of a chinwag. So yes, until then, it remains for me to say, stay perky and happy nippling. Oh, happy birthday, Tommy. Oh. I've quit better jobs. That's all I'm going to say. I've quit better jobs. Sadly, I've not quit better paychecks. But there we go. Can't have everything. Where would we put it? It's a Stephen Wright joke. Bye.